Alright, let me preface this video by saying that I'm a Flames fan first and foremost, and a Habs fan second. So when the Flames went out and acquired Tyler Toffoli, I was hyped. I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. It's a great deal for both sides. It's going to be awesome. The Flames are going to get a great guy who's been through it in the playoffs, who can score in the playoffs and really help them on this run. And the Habs are going to get a bunch of future assets and pieces that are going to help them for the future. It's a win-win for my two favorite teams. But now I'm looking at it, and you'll look at the numbers initially, okay? And you'll see that Tyler Toffoli scored 11 goals in 32 games in the regular season with the Calgary Flames. And you'll look at that and you'll say, oh, you know what? That's pretty good. I'll take that. And then you'll look at the playoffs and you'll say 2 goals, 3 assists in 5 games. Ooh, he could have done better, but I mean, I guess it's better than 0 goals. He wasn't a complete fleece. And then you look at what the Montreal Canadiens got for Tyler Toffoli, okay? And look, I think Tyler Toffoli's a very good player. He's a goal scorer. He's still under contract with the Flames, and that's why they had to pay extra, is because of the term. But Toffoli's 30 years old. His foot speed has always been lacking, but it is glaring. In the playoffs against Dallas and Edmonton, and even towards the tail end of the season, it was alarming. And on the defensive side of the puck, I know he's played a lot of PK, but he did not look good at all. And I'm a big Toffoli fan, and I was watching him, and everybody was, and it was like, wow, this guy looks horrible. From like game 70 through the playoffs, he looked awful. And at 30 years old, there's definitely cause for concern. But when you look at what the Habs got back, listen to this. So the Montreal Canadiens got a first-round pick in this upcoming draft from the Calgary Flames. And it ends up being 26th overall, which, look, at 26th overall, you could get a star, but it's not very likely. But it's a first-round pick is very valuable, and you have a very good chance of getting a solid NHL player. That's good. If the trade was a first for Tyler Toffoli, you know what? That in itself would have been okay. Not only that, but they also got one of the top prospects in the Flames organization, Emil Heineman, the prospect that was received in the Sam Bennett trade from the Florida Panthers. Okay, a lot of people are looking at this guy and saying he's going to play. He's not going to be a star, but he's going to be a solid player in the NHL. So all of a sudden, Montreal's got a first-round pick and a very good prospect. And then that's not it. Okay, they also get a 5th-round pick, so you're getting more cracks at the barrel in the NHL draft, because draft picks are like solid gold for NHL general managers here. So you get another draft pick and Tyler Pitlick, who I understand was nothing special, but still, it's another asset received by the Montreal Canadiens. And look, he didn't play that bad with the Habs. So all of a sudden, you're looking at Tyler Toffoli, himself, and I guess I messed that one up, but only him, traded to the Calgary Flames for a first-round pick that could very well end up being a good player in a deep draft, a 5th-round pick, which, again, you never know. There's a lot of really great players that come out of the later rounds. Nikita Kucherov's a 4th-rounder. Johnny Gaudreau's a 4th-rounder, okay? What is it? Alfredson's a 7th-rounder. There's so many good players that come out of the later rounds. If there wasn't, they just wouldn't have the later rounds. And then on top of that, you get one of the top prospects in the organization in Emil Heineman and another NHL roster player, Treliving. I know that Toffoli was one of the top trade chips, and look, I'm still happy we have him. But did you have to sell the farm? Seriously, like so much was given here for Tyler Toffoli, and then in the playoffs with those 2 goals, he was not very good, and I understand the 11 goals. He helped on the power play with the Calgary Flames. It was nice to have a trigger man, but look, after a little while, it got stale, and he was not good. Montreal fans, I know you're used to how he was last year in Montreal during the Cup run. Let me tell you, he was not like that. That was not the Tyler Toffoli we saw. And you can tell me, oh, well, he could become that again this year, and then the trade will look a lot better. Okay, yes, he could end up playing a lot better. Maybe he scores 25. Maybe he gets 30 if he's really lucky. Because if you look at it, the dude only has one 30-goal season in 2015-16 with the LA Kings. I know last year he had 28 in 52 games. He probably would have got to 30, but he didn't, and it's no guarantee, okay? So you're looking at that, and after all these assets, you traded for a guy who, yes, he's a goal scorer, and yes, you helped him, you added him for his playoff help, but he didn't give you as much as you thought you would and as much as you would expect for that truck full that Treliving gave Kent Hughes for this player. And again, this is just another example. That's two now that I think Kent Hughes robbed two teams blind. Artturi Lehkonen, the Colorado Avalanche. He's a great player. He's helping on the cup run, and I understand it's all worth it if the Avalanche get a Stanley Cup, but Montreal got a king's ransom for Lehkonen, and now they get a king's ransom for a 30-year-old whose boots are incredibly slow. Okay, Tyler Toffoli should be in the dictionary as the opposite of Connor McDavid. And again, I like the guy. I'm happy he's a Calgary Flame. I hope he plays really well next year. But if Gaudreau and if Tkachuk maybe even are gone next year, Toffoli, he can't do it on his own. He needs somebody to help him in order to produce. He can't produce and drive a line on his own. He needs someone to help him. It's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. And I know he played a lot of the year with Mangiapane and with Backlund, but still, this could end up really coming to bite the Flames. And already, it's a great haul for the Montreal Canadiens. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Was Brad Treliving and the Calgary Flames fleeced by the Montreal Canadiens here on this Tyler Toffoli trade? Let me know what you think. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.